hundreds of billions of dollars. If you think you're going to poison Americans, it's not going to happen. You're not going to destroy our youth. You're not going to destroy our society. You're not going to destroy our families. You're not going to do it. It's going to cost you. I'm going to put an end to it. Laura, when my father sent that 20 minutes ago, I literally cheered out loud.
Got a lot of news for you today. First off, Jack Smith has dismissed the 2 federal cases against Donald Trump. We gonna have a reaction for you about that, huh? Donald Trump is going full tariff. He's going to put a tariff on Mexico and Canada, as well as China. And I got reactions to that from Fox News. And then Laura Ingraham made a huge mistake. A racist mistake. I'm going to show you that at the very end. But first, let's just get into this. Jack Smith has dismissed the 2 cases against Donald Trump. One, the secret document case, and also the election interference case. So pissed off. I know I just laughed, but I am so pissed off. I don't know who to blame. First, Merrick Garland, Mitch McConnell, the Supreme Court voters. I don't understand how we got to this point, and I am so pissed. Jack Smith is a patriot. He did exactly what he's supposed to do within the confines of the situation he found himself in. I think the person I'm most mad at first is Mitch McConnell, because Mitch McConnell could have ended this entire disaster when there was the second impeachment, the first time ever. There was 2 impeachments against 1 president because we all knew what Donald Trump did. But Mitch McConnell said, let the core courts handle it. And so then Merrick Garland, the responsibility passed down to him, and I don't know what the hell happened. How can it take 2 years just to get Jack Smith even involved in the case? It took 2 years until they started investigating this thing sufficiently. And the only reason why they did reporting has said this is because they felt like their hand was played, because the January 6th Commission showed the American people all the evidence that was before them. And so I am just enraged. I'm actually sad. I am sad for our country. I'm sad I'm in mourning about the idea that I was told my entire life, from the child to an adolescent to an adult, that no one is above the law. And that is just not true. That is not true now in America. And maybe that's always been the case. Maybe that's always been the case, that there's been a criminal justice system for the few, and there's been a criminal justice system for me and you, but it's in our faces now, in a bigger way. And I guess my only hope is that enough people are going to start to see how unfair the system is, that someone like Donald Trump can not only avoid prosecution and a trial, but goes back into power. So anyway, let's continue with the video. But I just want to say thank you, Jack Smith. And if you want to thank Jack Smith, do it in the comments below. Thank you, Jack Smith. I think he did everything he tried to do, everything he could to bring Donald Trump to justice. Let's keep going. Okay. And so Donald Trump is in power, and he's going to be, and he has announced that he wants to put a tariff on Mexico, Canada, and China. Here's a bit of that statement here right now. Caravan coming from Mexico, composed of thousands of people, seems to be unstoppable, and his quest to come through our currently open border on January 20th is one of my many first executive orders. I will sign all necessary documents to charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming into the United States. Blah, blah, blah. He wants them to stop fentanyl from coming in and across our 6,000-mile border. Okay? First off, Donald Trump was brought into power to make sure that prices will go down. This is going to make prices go up. This is going to mean that we're going to have higher gas prices, higher alcohol prices, higher food prices, higher building prices, higher car prices, far higher pharmaceutical prices. So Donald Trump is about to teach American people who actually pays for tariffs. It's not going to be Canada. It's not going to be Mexico. It's not going to be China. It's going to be us, you, and me. But Fox News is all in on this tariff idea, even though it's terrible.
Tweet. You want to allow drugs to come through our southern border? We're going to tariff you. You want to allow them to come through Canada? We're going to tariff you. China, if you're going to allow this stuff to get sold in our country, largely produced in China, we're going to add another 10% to your tariff. We are going to cost your countries, your economies, we're going to cost your businesses billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. If you think you're going to you're going to poison Americans, it's not going to happen. You're not going to destroy our youth. You're not going to destroy our society. You're not going to destroy our families. You're not going to do it. It's going to cost you. I'm going to put an end to it. Laura, when my father sent that 20 minutes ago, I literally cheered out loud.
Just cannot believe we have to pay attention to these asses for 4 more years. I can't believe it. But I mean, yeah, so they're all in on tariffs, okay? All right, Merry Christmas prices are going up for everybody, and the stock market is going to take a huge hit from this because the companies do not like this. And I guess the only hope is, if we don't want this to happen, is that some business leaders is going to be like, yo, Donald Trump, you can't do this. But I think what more likely is going to happen is that Donald Trump will create a carve out for his friends and his scion of fans. So, and then, Laura Ingraham, let's just some levity here. Some levity. Laura Ingraham accidentally showed a picture of Letitia James while referring to Fani Willis.
So history is going to remember Jack Smith and Alvin Bragg, Fani Willis, and the judges who let these cases get as far as they did.
Very nice. And then moments later, she had issued a correction. And listen to how she said this. What a ass.
All right, earlier in the angle, we accidentally showed a graphic that had a photo of another vicious anti-Trump figure, Letitia James, when we were talking about Fani Willis. So that was our mistake. But they both hate Trump. All right,
It's not really what that was about, is it? Because this is Letitia James and this is Fani Willis. Those people do not look the same, but to Lauren Ingraham, my guess is they 100% do. So thank you so much for watching. And if you want to help boost this video and you enjoy, you can hit that subscribe button, you can leave a like on this video, and if you're stuck around to the end, you can drop a blue heart in the comments or just say hi. Thank you for your support. And until next time, I'll see you soon.